have already learned how we can divide any number by a 2-digit number. Now over here, I need to divide 920 by 13. 13 is a 2-digit number. So how can I do that? So I write 920 divided by 13. Now I first take 9, the first digit. Now 9 is less than 13. So 13 goes into 9 0 times. So I write 0 above 9. Now I need to consider the next digit after 9, which is 2. So I take 92. Now how many times does 13 go into 92? Well, suppose I don't remember the table of 13. Then how can I do this? So I need to approximate or round off 13 to the nearest tens. What is the nearest tens for 13? It is 10. And now I need to check how many times does 10 go into 92. So I cover the 0 of 10 and 2 of 92, and I have 1 and 9. So how many times does 1 go into 9? 9 times 1 into 9 is 9. So 10 will go into 92 9 times. So 10 goes into 92 9 times. So it is possible that 13 also goes into 92 9 times. But I'm not sure. This is just an estimate that maybe 13 goes into 92 a maximum of 9 times. I multiply 13 by 9. Now 9 into 3 is 27 and 9 into 1 is 9 plus 2 11. I have 117. Now 117 is greater than 92. So 13 does not go into 92 9 times. It goes into 92 lesser number of times. So this is not possible. So I will try out 13 into 8. Now 8 into 3 is 24. 2 carry. 8 into 1 is 8. 8 plus 2 is 10. So I have 104. Now once again 104 is greater than 92. So even 8 times is not possible. So I will try 13 into 7. Now 7 into 3 is 21. 1, 2 carry. And 7 into 1 is 7. 7 plus 2 is 9. So I have 91. So 13 goes into 92 7 times because 91 is less than 92. So I have 7 here and I write 91 and subtract to get 1. Now because I get 1 which is less than 13, that means this is correct. That is 13 goes into 92 a maximum of 7 times is correct. Next, I need to bring down this 0. So I have 10 here, but 10 is less than 13. So 13 goes into 10 0 times. But do remember to write this 0 here because we are bringing this 0 down. So for this 0, I need to write a 0 here. 13 goes into 10 0 times. And 10 is the remainder because I don't have any more digits after 0. So I am left with 10, which is the remainder. So in this problem, quotient is equal to 70 and remainder is equal to 10. This is what we have. So quotient is 70, remainder is 10. I know 920 is the dividend and 13 is the divisor. We are dividing by 13. So it is the divisor. And we know that in a division, this always holds. That is quotient into divisor plus remainder will give me dividend. So this is how I can check whether my division is correct or not. So let's check that. So quotient is 70 into divisor. Divisor is 13 plus remainder. Remainder is 10. This is what I have. So 70 into 13 plus 10. Now what is 70 into 13? So I know when I have a 0 on the right, I can write the 0 and I can multiply 7 by 13. What is 7 into 13? 13 into 7. 7 into 3 is 21. 1, 2 carry. 7 into 1 is 7. 7 plus 2 is 9. So I have 91. 910 plus 10. Now 910 plus 10 gives me 920. 920 is the dividend. So this means that the division is correct. That is the quotient and the remainder which we have got after dividing are correct. Now always remember, while performing these calculations, you need to multiply first and then add, not the other way around. Don't add first and then multiply. First multiply and then add. And we also see that when we are dividing by a 2-digit number, we have a remainder here which is 10. Now what about this? Can you do this on your own? So I have 254 divided by 27. So now first I consider the first digit which is 2. Now 2 is less than 27. So 27 goes into 2 0 times. So normally as a rule, whenever I am dividing by a 2-digit number, I consider the first 2 digits because any one digit will always be less than 2 digits. So I consider 2, 5, 25. Now how many times does 27 go into 25? Again 0 times because 25 is less than 27. So I take this 4 as well. Now I have 254. How many times does 27 go into 254? Well, I don't know that because I don't know the table of 27. So I need to round off 27 to the nearest tens. What is the nearest tens for 27? It is 30. 30, 30. Now I cover the units digit of 30 and units digit of 254. So I have 3 here and 25 here. How many times does 3 go into 25? 8 times because 3 into 8 is 24. So 3 goes into 25, a maximum of 8 times. So 30 goes into 254, a maximum of 8 times. So it is possible that 27 will also go into 254, a maximum of 8 times. But we need to check that. So for that, I need to multiply 27 by 8 and check. So remember, this 8 is just an estimate because we don't want to try out all the possibilities. So we take this 8 by rounding off to the nearest tens. Now 8 into 7 is 56. So I have 6 here and 5 carry. 8 into 2 is 16. 16 plus 5 is 21. So I have 216. Now 216 is less than 254. So maybe 27 will go into 254 9 times. That is also possible, but we need to check that. So 27 into 9. Now 9 into 7 is 63. So I have 3 here and 6 carry. 9 into 2 is 18. 18 plus 6 is 24. So I have 243. Now 243 is also less than 254. So 9 is a possible answer. But do I need to check by a higher number? Because 243 is less than 254. Do I need to check by 10? No, we don't need to check by 10. We always check by one digit numbers. Because there is no one digit number greater than 9, I don't need to check by any other number. So 27 will go into 254 a maximum of 9 times, and I know it is 243, and I subtract it. When I subtract it, I get 1 here, 1 here, that is 11. So 11 is the remainder. Also, we can see that 11 is less than 27, which means that it is correct. The remainder, or what we get after subtracting, should never be more than the divisor. As long as we are getting something which is less than the divisor, means that what we have taken here is correct. So 9 is the quotient. So quotient is equal to 9, and remainder is equal to 11. So this is how you can divide any 3-digit number by a 2-digit number. Similarly, we can also divide a 4-digit number by a 2-digit number. So let us see. I need to divide 4588 by 42. So we always consider the first 2 digits. Now we know that. Now, how many times does 42 go into 45? Now, 45 is very close to 42. And I know that 42 into 1 is 42. Any number into 1 is that number itself. So, 42 into 1 is 42. And I subtract it to get 3. Because 3 is less than 42. That means the 1 which I have taken here is correct. Remember, I write this one above 5 and not above 4, because above 4 there is a 0, and because it is to the left, I can choose not to write it. So this one is for 45. So I write it above 5 and not above 4. Now I need to bring down this 8. When I bring down this 8, it becomes 38. Now I need to check how many times does 42 go into 38. But 38 is less than 42. So 42 goes into 38 0 times. And I need to write this 0 because I am bringing down this 8. Still, it is not divisible even once. So I need to write this 0. Now, I need to bring down this 8, the 8 in the units place. When I bring it down, I get 388. How many times does 42 go into 388? I don't know that. So now I need to round off 42 to the nearest tens. Now 42 is the closest to 40. So I round off 42 to 40. How many times does 40 go into 388? I cover the units digit of this and I cover the units digit of this. So I have 4 and 38. How many times does 4 go into 38? 9 times. So 40 goes into 388 9 times. So it is possible that 42 would also go into 388 a maximum of 9 times. But we need to check that. We are not sure. 9 is an estimate. So I need to multiply 42 by 9 and check. Now 9 into 2 is 18. So I have 8 here and 1 carry. 9 into 4 is 36. 36 plus 1 is 37. So I have 378. Now 378 is less than 388. So normally I would check the next digit after 9. but there is no one digit number greater than 9. So I take 9. I write 9 here, and 9 into 42 is 378. We have already found. I subtract it. 8 minus 8 is 0. 8 minus 7 is 1. And 3 minus 3 is 0. So I get 10 here. Now 10 is less than 42. So this is correct. 10 is the remainder. 109 is the quotient. So this is the quotient, this is the remainder, and we have very easily found it following the steps of dividing by a two-digit number. Remember a few things. This 0. So this is a very common mistake. Never forget to write this 0. When you are bringing this 8 down, still 42 goes into 38 0 times. We need to write this 0. Also, when we have 9 and we get something less than this, then we cannot check by any other digit greater than 9, because 9 is the greatest one digit number. So the quotient is 109 and the remainder is 10. Now you can try and multiply divisor by quotient and then add the remainder to check whether you get the dividend or not. If you get the dividend, then yes, this division is correct. So practice many more divisions of this type, that is dividing by a two-digit number, till you get them all correct. If you like this video, then subscribe to our channel. You can also register for free at deltastep.com to get all the learning resources as per CBSE, ICSE, IB, Cambridge or any other curriculum. Over 5,000 amazing lectures on maths, science, English and social science. Our unique interactive video technology keeps you engaged, and our iDictionary feature allows you to quickly revise any concept. Master each topic at your own pace with our adaptive practice technology and 1 million plus questions. Get instant answers and detailed solutions. Be exam ready by taking unlimited mock tests, performance analysis along with actionable feedback, personal tutors to resolve the slightest of your doubts. And that's not all. You can also win exciting prizes like PlayStations, iPads, watches and many more, along with certificates through our Earn As You Learn program. So at deltastep.com, learning is not just fun and easy, it is rewarding too. So register for free now.